Hi guys, how's it going? It's Amy here bringing today's latest video for the next part of our journey together through Mark's Gospel. Now today's passage is Mark chapter 11 verses 1 to 11, and for many of us it's a really familiar story. It's a story that we so often read on Palm Sunday where we celebrate Jesus coming into Jerusalem on a donkey. Now it might be familiar to us, but there's still lots of things we can take out of this story. Things for us to think about, questions and challenges. The story starts with Jesus sending two of his disciples into the nearby village to pick up the donkey. He says that if anyone asks any questions, tell them the Lord needs it. The disciples go, they find the situation exactly as Jesus said it would be. They bring the donkey back, Jesus gets on the donkey, and they, disciples along with Jesus, start to make this journey into Jerusalem. And as they go, excitement is growing. The crowd are growing. The crowd start taking off their coats, laying them down on the ground for Jesus and on the donkey to walk over. And the crowd start waving these palm leaves and shouting, Hosanna. What does Hosanna mean? Well, Hosanna means save us. What did the people want Jesus to save them from? Well, the crowd thought the biggest problem was the Romans, the people who were oppressing them, who were ruling over them by force. And so as they greeted perhaps this new Messiah into town, they were hoping that Jesus would overthrow the political leaders who were taking out their power on them. But that's not what Jesus had come to do. Jesus hadn't come to deal with bad political leaders or the latest thing that we think is our biggest issue. Jesus rode into Jerusalem in order to go to the cross, in order to deal with our biggest problem, our sin. I wonder when you, like me, are like that crowd. When we're busy worshipping God because we think he's going to do what we want him to do. He's coming to deal with our latest issue that we want his intervention in. But that crowd stop worshipping soon because in a few days' time they'll shout, crucify him. They'll turn their backs on a Jesus that they don't think matches up what they require of him. Where might we have to rethink why we're worshipping God? Are we just worshipping him when he gives us what we want? Or are we worshipping him because he's the King of Kings and Lord of Lords? He doesn't just come to deal with our one small problem as we bring them to them. He comes to deal with the whole cosmic universe. He came to put it right. He knows the best things for us. He sees a bigger picture than what we do. We're called to trust and to worship him. Hosanna, he is the one that saves us. The one that saves us from our sin. The one who saves us from death. The one who saves us from leading meaningless lives. He comes to give hope, purpose, new life, joy and vision. Are you worshipping Jesus today? Or are you just giving him praise when he gives you what you want? How might we learn to praise the God who is and is to come? Because he is the one that saves us. Read the passage for yourself. Drop any comments or questions you have and we'll get back to you. Thanks for joining us for this latest part in our journey through Mark. See you again soon. Bye guys.